Hello, and welcome to the Trench Mob Show. I'm your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Renell Jump. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large and small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you suffered any type of personal injury, a slip and fall, a car accident, a construction beam fell on you at a site, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry at night and she stabbed you, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all over the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. And remember, if you're in a pinch, call Finch. And his website is thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance, owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Julius Williams visited him, I believe. He trains boys and girls of all ages, of all sports. He has a boot camp program, 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He also has an athletic development program where he trains kids, boys and girls, in the sport of their choice from the ground up, develops them so they reach their full potential and are the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. You want to work with the best in Connecticut? www.dynamichumanperformance.com. James Whitfield of Luther James Insurance is one of our newest sponsors. For the last 3 years, James has dedicated himself to the art of financial planning. He specializes in insurance policies, especially life insurance, and retirement planning. He helps first responders and EMTs achieve financial stability. He knows the frustration that comes with thinking about retirement. How much am I going to need? For how many years? For you. To schedule your free consultation, go to his website. It's lutherjamesinsurance.com. And now, for the men of the hour, the Trench Mob. We're back in business. Oh, yeah. Julius Williams, great to see you.
What's up, brother? Great to be seen, man.
Great
to see you, man. How are you?
No, I can't hear you. Jordan Harris, Coach Jordan, great to see you.
How are you? How's everybody doing?
Oh, that's my fault. Sorry, Julius, go ahead.
I was just saying, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Great to be seen. Great to see you.
Coach Jordan, you're the man. Great to see you. And we have a very, very special guest. And I am honored to be in front of greatness. Sean, is it Porret?
I say Porret, but people say Porret.
Porret sounds French, so we'll go with Porret. Sean Porret and Florida State.
Yes, indeed. Go Noles.
Unbelievable, man.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I watched the Alabama game.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
Yeah, we put in that work.
Yeah, you did. And to come back from the season last year, and I know Coach Norvell was under the gun, and he brought in some new good coaches, Gus Malzahn, and you're the D coordinator, I believe, too.
Tony White,
yes, Tony White. The reason I know Tony White is because he coached at Syracuse, and that's where I'm from. But you guys, and Julius and Jordan both know I hate this word, but I'm going to say it. You guys have changed the culture there. It really seems like it. Like you guys bought in, and when he said that you put the work in, you guys put the work in.
Yeah.
Because it shows. It really does. So congratulations, man. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome. And Tallahassee, not a bad place to be.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not really a lot to do, but
No, there's not.
yeah, I don't do much.
What's the bar there? Potbellies? Is that the big one?
Yeah, Potbellies.
Potbellies, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
But congratulations. And you're liking it. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna take a look at your film. I watched it earlier and just wow. So Julius, can you give me a little background on Sean, how you got with him and how he developed?
Yeah, for sure, man. So we met Sean, I believe it was the 8th grade year going into 9th grade. And I met him at an FBU camp. So
Okay.
I was actually coaching D-line at the FBU camp, and he was there as a camper. So he actually, was just walking with his mom, when I approached him. Like, hey, man, what's up?
That's how you do it.
Where are you working? And we just had a conversation and come to find out he had 2 more brothers, So, we just collected the whole family and made a mob, man. So,
that's awesome.
But, all jokes aside, man, I mean, Sean, he bought in from day one.
It looks like it.
And the funny thing, man, like he was a freshman where he was probably about 220 pounds soaking wet.
You're kidding.
We took him to California and he was out there with greats, man. I mean, he was out there with David Connor, who ended up going to University of Florida. And, went to Colorado. And he also was out there with Bo Hughley, who was at University of Georgia right now. Mike Jones, we had, Trey. Yeah, lots of guys, Big Lloyd, so he was in a big time group full of studs, man. And we took him on the road early and he held his own, man, And then from there, he just kept working. And Sean, he's definitely one of the best, offensive linemen that we've ever had. I don't know if we've had anybody. I can definitely say he has the best feet of any offensive lineman we've ever had on Trench Mob. A couple guys may get mad if I say he's the best old lineman we ever had. I don't want to start that debate.
No,
but nah, man. But feet wise, we've never had an offensive lineman, like Sean Paré, man. And I'm just so proud of him from all the work that he's put in, to where he is now, man. I can almost shed tears, man.
I know. Coach Jordan, I know you work with the offensive lineman. Talk to me a little bit about Sean and working with him.
No, I met Sean, I think I want to say sophomore year because I wasn't around. Okay. The coach that was there was Coach Chris, so he takes 50% on Sean and how he developed. So we got to give a shout out to Coach Chris. But when I met Sean, just like most of the linemen that come through, they're quiet, to themselves, just like how he is now. Doesn't really say much, but you could tell he had potential, and you could tell.
Well, he's humble,
something like that. Yeah, he was probably one of the top 2 quietest people in the world when I first met him, man. He had that motor on him. He, like Coach said, he probably got the best feet in the mob. Me, I'm the opposite of Coach Julius. I tell it how it is. If he got the best feet, he got the best feet. The one thing the one thing we wanted for Sean is we wanted him to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more anchored in. He thought he was a D lineman coming in at first, and You know, when you listen to a guy like Coach Julius, everyone thinks they're a D-lineman. So you got to let him live a little bit. When I got him, you know, I was able to come in, you know, help him out a little bit with his anger, with his punching and everything, you know, along with Coach Chris and help him out. But like Coach Julius said, man, Sean has come a long way. He's one of those kids. He doesn't, like I said, he doesn't say much. He just shows up, does his work, and just does his business. And
his actions speak louder than words.
Right. And since sophomore year, since I've met him to now where he is now, I can't say too much about him. I expect him to get a lot of playing time in Florida State, if not this year, maybe next year. I know they're deep up there, but you know, Florida State's got a good one. Florida State's got a dog. You know, he did some great things in high school. You know, we've been watching him for a while, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the person that he's become, and I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, and I wholeheartedly agree. The other thing that stood out to me, his flexibility.
Absolutely,
he can bend. Sean, that's, you know, I couldn't bend for shit as a tackle, and you have such athleticism with the way that you can move and bend, and your footwork, obviously. So I give you a ton of credit for putting that work in, because that's not easy, you know, to get that flexibility and stretching and all the stuff you have to do with lifting. So you earned all of this. We're going to take a look at your 5v5.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Which I was very excited about.
Good thing about this video, man, is this is a compilation video of just him at different tournaments, man, and just going against different guys, really becoming of his own.
Oh, I can see why he thinks he's a D lineman too. Good job with your hands. Wow, lock him down. Oh my God, that guy just ran away from you. Good job knocking his hands down. Wow, Coach Jordan, he what I like is he seems very patient with his set. He doesn't drift, and that always drives me nuts when I see guys do that.
Yeah,
just right there. He sat.
Yeah, Sean did a real good job, you know, staying patient, staying neutral to the line of scrimmage, reading the guy, looking at the alignment, like how I would tell most guys. We just want him to, instead of just putting hands on, instead of just tapping, we want you to punch. And that was, if we go deep in the video, you'll see him more punching guys than just holding on for dear life.
Right. I got you. Good job on the spin. Very good job. God, I like that set. I like that set. Shoulders aren't turned too wide. You're right in position with them.
And Steve, the good thing about this film too is like he's like a sophomore, I believe.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see, because you said he was like 220.
You know, so this is some of his earlier stuff. Like this
I know. That's what I can't believe. Yeah, he's still kicking ass. I mean, that right there. I mean, the way that he can adjust to the spin move, and you know, Coach Jordan, they teach, you know, roll the barrel on the spin move. He does a nice job. Okay, now you see he's bigger. Wow. You're just stoning guys. That's a great job. That is great recognition to where you are in the pocket. And that was always something I had trouble teaching linemen. You have to know where you are in the pocket and where the quarterback is. So you recognize the depth and you adjusted. And when he tried to come underneath, you anticipated it. That's high level shit. That's really good. And you pancaked him. Good job. That's how you finish a block.
And the good thing about Sean, Steve, is I've seen Sean frustrate more defensive linemen more than any other offensive lineman that we've probably had, because they have nowhere to go. You know, when he's patient, you know, he has very patient feet, and he just mirrors you, man. It's like
He does.
It's like life insurance. It's
No, you're right.
He's going to be there. You know.
Coach Jordan, I just was asking, when you teach the pass sets, do you teach them to trail a little bit to the inside?
I teach them mostly 45 first, then power back inside.
Then power back inside.
Then power back inside. I always tell
Gotcha.
guys, because it goes back to the look at the alignment. Because if you look at the alignment,
yes,
you won't have to trail that much. So for Sean, being as smart as he is, if you just look at his feet, he'll tell you where he's going. And I start out, go 45 first, and then if he tries to hesitate you or try to dance with you, then you can power back in. I don't usually teach flat with the post. I usually teach post upward. So that way, you can stop a spin move. You can, play the piano, do all that stuff. And then you see on this rep, you see the speed, the power, and everything. So I don't usually teach, hard, heavy inside. It's more of a stay outside. But as long as your shoulders are square, you look at the alignment of the alignment.
Because you can adjust when your shoulders are square.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. Because I see it right here, how he mirrors them.
Mm-hmm.
He does such a good job. But the other thing, Coach Jordan, that stands out, he finishes blocks, even in pass pro. He finishes fucking block. He ends people.
One thing about Sean Parade, even though he started out light in the ass, he's an asshole. Like that. That's one thing.
No, I can see I can see.
He's got the feet of a dancing bear, but when he learned how to punch, it was worse. It got worse for D linemen. So,
Sean, I can always tell a trench mob player because they got that dog in them, as the saying goes.
Yeah, we the mob.
And that's what I'm seeing.
All right, listen a minute.
Sorry, hold on. Oh, what do we got there? Good job on the inside rush. Good job, man. That's what I love.
Hey, this shit is showing the whole journey, Sean. It's like
I ain't seen a lot of this in a minute.
I got to go back and watch this.
I love how he finishes these blocks. I agree with you on the footwork. His feet are so quick. Oh, the inside spin move, he shut it right down. Chucking him. See, again, just finishing the block. And I love how you're absolutely right, Coach Jordan. He mirrors guys perfectly. He stays right with them.
Oh, yeah. He does a great job just staying in front, going hands first.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
Like right there, he stopped, he waited, and the guy didn't know what he was doing. He's like, he's right there. What do I do? And he was trying to think of a move to throw at him.
Because one thing me and Coach Chris really taught was beat man to the punch. Beat him to the spot, and why you go 45. If you stay neutral, it's because he's a tight technique. But most of the guys that went against Sean that year was more tight trying to get him right because they thought he was light. But if we got some film of last year's stuff when he was going against more outside guys, you can see the even more patience with what he had.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, man, that I was gonna say, Coach Jordan, because Sean from day one was a great athlete. I think
you can see that.
He's definitely the best athlete we've ever had, on the offensive line. But the thing that really flipped, because Sean coming into his junior season with us, he had no offers in January. He had no offers in February. He had no offers in March, right? And the thing that changed is his last few tournaments, he was the most violent person on the field, And myself and Coach Mike, we had a meeting with him, and we were like, look, man, you got great feet. but people want to see you be violent.
They want to see you be that asshole.
They want to see you be that asshole. And what Coach Jordan was talking about, man, he started assaulting people, and next thing you know, Sean, I think he got like 36 or 38 offers in like 2 months.
Yeah,
Bro, he just completely blew up.
So can you explain, because we've gotten some questions about this. So when you go to a 5v5 tournament, do you put the film online or do you send it to coaches? Is that how you work? I know you have relationships with coaches, but do you actually send it to them? And that's when they'll offer them? Because they can't come to the tournaments, right?
No. So, exactly, man. So this is how it works, right? So,
okay,
I'll give an example. We do national tournaments, right? So we combine with other teams, that are known, right? So
you have the coalition.
Exactly. So we'll have tournaments. So they put these things on YouTube. All right.
Correct.
So you have coaches that can go to YouTube and look at a tournament, or let's say,
you can watch the whole tournament on YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch some of the whole tournaments on YouTube. So in the early stages, coaches would be like, who do you have, or tell me about your guys, and then I'd say, look, coach, I'll send you this video. It's however long, you can fast forward through it, or you can watch the whole thing, and it's intriguing because there's lots of guys that you can see. But any of my guys that you like, just let me know, what time it was when you saw them. So all of a sudden, I'm talking to college coaches, and they're like, hey, man, I like that guy at 9:06. I like that guy at 3:54. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, man, it blew up.
Now
and 5v5, something that wasn't even, talked about.
No.
Now it was the talk of the town, man. And college coaches, they love this stuff, man, and they love the film, because when it's 11 on 11, you can only see so much.
Correct.
And the biggest thing you get to see with 5v5 is strain. You get to see, the players' faces. You get to see their body language. You get to see
because it's
their
one-on-one.
You get to watch, their feet up close and personal. You know what I mean? So,
there's a lot.
Love it, man. You get to see
a
how
better
guys
evaluation.
react, right after they lose. You know what I mean? So if a guy gets beat, you get to see how he reacts and how we come back to their next rep, man. So it's the thing. And Sean, was one of the pioneers of this, man. He was doing this before it got popular. When guys were afraid to do it, and guys, you got a million guys lined up now to do 5v5. But when we first started, let's be honest, all these kids were scared to go to California and scared to go to Florida and, and all these places, man. So these guys, Sean, his group, man, made a really, really big
set
name
the
for
tone.
themselves, man. And they got lots of guys, man, from their group that are playing right now.
Sean, that's freaking awesome, man. Good for you. Good for you for taking that leap and putting yourself out there, and you're to be coachable. That is so huge, because so many kids are not the most coachable, and you can see yourself being coached and listening to your coaching, taking it, and implementing it. So that is incredible. And you knock the hell out of people. I love the way you finish blocks. So talk to me a little bit about Florida State. How have things been there? Are you happy there? You guys have worked your asses off. You're having success. You're turning the thing around.
Oh yeah. Florida State's great, man. Like everything that you could think of in college, like, and then like the winning part of it is like it's just now happening. But like before that, like the work. I came into the locker room and it was already like a culture. Like I really didn't come into anything that wasn't like crazy. So like they did a great job of like bringing me into a situation that wasn't like horrible. And there's just so much support up here. Like,
is this your first year there?
Yeah, freshman year.
Okay. Did you
Freshman.
come in January or did you come in August or the summer?
I came in the summer. Yeah.
Okay. So you were there for the summer. So
Yeah.
you were there for summer workouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they welcomed you right in. Great culture, great guys.
No culture. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. No problems.
And
Nothing like.
And I'm always curious because I know when I used to coach, the rules have changed. So I was curious about summer workouts. Do you lift weights, run, and then do you actually do position work?
Not really. Nah, we didn't do no
You don't. Okay.
Nah, we had like a couple days like of the week, like we do skills and drills, and that's when we go through like position work and a couple plays. But that wasn't like
Is it with the coaches?
Yeah, with the coaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they mainly focus with the.
Yeah, some coaches were on vacation recruiting and stuff, but like coaches that were there were out there with us. Yeah.
And are you playing tackle, left tackle, right tackle?
No, I'm actually playing the interior. I'm playing guard, center.
They moved you to guard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing guards in the centers.
Yeah, because you're a big dude and you're physical, but I think Coach Jordan, he could be a swing guy, right?
Oh no, when he was with the mob, funny story how he says guard. When he was with the mob, he begged to play guard. He begged. I'm like, dude, why do you want to play guard and you can dance on the outside? He's
You're
like,
so athletic, yeah.
I'm athletic, I can do it all. But no, Sean's one of those kids, man. He can play guard, he can play center, he can play tackle. He's like a Bryson too. You know, he's like a taller version of Bryson. They play it all. They can make it happen. It's just with me personally, I knew he would get recruited at tackle.
Yeah, tackle.
I knew some schools would come in and say, "Hey, you might have to play guard." They move their guys. Side, you're athletic, you can punch. But no, when he was with us, he begged to play guard. He begged. So, and I wouldn't allow it. But for him,
that was good. That was good.
Right.
Because Sean, every offensive line coach, even when I coach, we love tackles, and you could always move them inside. That's how we kind of thought. Yeah. We wanted to take tackles, and then if we needed a guard, we could move a tackle to guard. You can't really move a guard to tackle usually. It's difficult. Yeah. Guards struggle, right, when you move them outside because they have to play in space. You're playing in a phone booth now at guard. How was the transition for you? I mean, I know you wanted to, but are you fit right in?
I feel right in like the play style and stuff. It's just about getting stronger and like really like the playbook part of it. Like that's a big part of like
Coach Malzahn, he's a legend. So I can't imagine what the playbook looks like.
Yeah. It was just a lot of different steps that you like don't have in high school. Like you got to learn the playbook so you can play faster and get stronger. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Coach Jordan. What high school was he from in Florida, or was he Florida or Georgia?
He's from Georgia. He went to Riverwood. Riverwood was international.
Yeah, Riverwood.
International High School. It's 5A.
Big
5A ball.
5A. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, Sean, freaking awesome stuff. Awesome to have you.
And Steve, I want to mention too, man, since we talked about his high school.
Yeah.
And not to talk about them in a bad light, but they went.
That's not Hakeem's place, is it?
No, they went. That's Shiloh. So they went 1-9.
Sorry, Coach Jordan.
His senior season, right? But he still goes to Florida State. And the thing I want to mention, to kids out here is
holy shit.
Everybody thinks you have to be a part of a winning program, right? Like a big time name.
You're right.
Nationally ranked, in order to get on.
Yep.
But you don't. You can be like Sean Perret, Perret, whatever you want to call him, and just ball.
Yeah.
He just, excuse my French, he fucking balled. He went out and he did what he needed to do. He joined an organization like Trench Mob. He came out, got to work, went all around the country and kicked ass. Came back for 10 games. During the year with his own high school and whooped ass. And next thing you know, he's at Florida State, one of the best universities, in the history of football. because
Absolutely.
all he did was work. He never complained. All right, he didn't say much. You know, he the most you would get out of him is a giggle. You know, you see now he don't really talk much, but he became a killer. You know,
Yeah,
and
no, you can see that.
And I watched him work on that, Steve, for 4 years straight. And
That's
the
so
thing that happens
rewarding.
these days, man, is you got so many kids and so many parents. They wait until their kid is a junior in high school,
Right.
senior in high school, and they say, "Hey, my
Fix
kids need some
fix
help."
them. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And by
You're a
that time,
miracle
it's too
worker.
late, man. Like you say, Sean was working in 8th grade. You
My
know, he
God.
was already paired with SEC guys, you know, before him that he could learn from and build relationships with that pushed him. You know, those guys were, when Sean was going on trips, they were DMing and calling and commenting on Sean's posts like, "Oh, man, I love it. He's the man now." You know, so it's just that support system, you know.
I still talk to Bo and David today. Yeah, we were talking.
Well, that's why I think the Trench Mob is such a special organization, because you guys, even though you're all from different schools, you definitely have a brotherhood, and you all support each other, and you go to these tournaments and you fucking Debo people, and I love it, and I give you credit because, in my opinion, if you're on a 1-9 team and you're still giving maximum effort, kicking the shit out of people, that shows character. That shows you're not looking at the scoreboard, you're not looking at the record, you're doing your job. And your job is to lay people out and give your maximum effort. And that's awesome that you never slowed down. You didn't quit because you were 1-9.
One last comment, Steve. I got to say this comment for Coach Jordan. Sean's best rep with us was a defensive line rep.
Oh, is Coach Jordan going to agree with that?
We're not doing this.
I got to find that.
We're not doing this.
When he hit him with the jiggy,
Oh, the jiggy, yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. It was in.
Hey, look, everybody just calm down. I remember we went to Maryland. Sean had a rep.
Yeah, Maryland.
We told Sean to punch somebody, and he hit him in the throat, and the dude failed. So let's not do this.
The jiggy was in Maryland too.
I knew you was gonna.
Yeah, you remember that, Sean?
Yeah, the jiggy was in Maryland
first rep. He goes up, comes in, stays square. He's dude dead in the throat. Bow, and the dude falls, and he falls right on top of him. Everybody just bagged up like, whoa.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That is so awesome.
I did see that jiggy move though. He killed him. Yeah. That was a good move. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was clean. I was clean.
That was clean. It was.
Yeah.
So Sean, when you get drafted, just remember you were on the Trench Mob show. I just want you to know that. You're I know you're busy. You can go if you have to. You're welcome to watch the other guys, but I am so honored to have you on, and congratulations on everything you're doing.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
You earned it, and that's what I love. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show too.
No, thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. Keep doing what you're doing. Great things are going to happen for you. I promise.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're proud of you, brother. Did a drill weight. Worked your ass off. Didn't you know?
You did.
Keep working, man. Keep working.
Keep going. Yeah.
And good luck this week, right?
Yeah, it's bye week. So
you got to bye. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've had a hell of a good 2 games, so keep it rolling.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Sean Porrett.
You have a nice night.
Thank you, man. You take care, and we'll be watching. I look forward to it.
Yes.
All right. Wow, what a guy.
Oh, man, straight dog, man.
Cully.
Straight dog, too, man.
Cully, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Outside of this year, Mateo Wells, who we need to get on the show. Sean
Yeah. I love Mateo, yes.
It's not even close that Sean Parade was the best offensive lineman we ever had. Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. I love Bo Hughley. He was #1 player in the country. I love Maeda. I wasn't there with Maeda. I wasn't there with the OGs. But when you look at Sean's body of work on the offensive side of the ball, he was 220 when he started out. He got a little bigger. He had the best feet. He was already athletic. Only thing he needed to work on was staying square in the pocket. He never got pushed around like that. And he played both sides of the ball elite. And that's all you ask for.
He played both ways?
Played both ways for us. Did great things for us.
Oh my
Don't
God.
get me wrong. Like I said, he was best athlete. I agree with Coach Julius. Best athlete. He did some things on D-line that if he would have went to Florida State at D-line, I wouldn't have got mad as a coach. But when you look at body of work and you look at what he's done since the 8th grade to that point of his junior year when he was his last year trench mob, outside of maybe Mateo, Maeda, there's nobody. And Mateo, there's nobody. I love Zayden too, as well. I love Zayden.
I was going to say Z.
I love Zayden. Love him. Sean Parade's the best one.
Yeah. And Julius, that's awesome that, I mean, for you, that's got to be so rewarding. You took a kid from 8th grade and you guys worked with him and you got this dude to Florida State.
Yeah.
And that is why anyone watching, if you don't work with the trench mob, you're not serious about playing college football.
Well, one thing I want to mention too, Steve, and I'll be remiss, his family is one of the greatest families we've ever had as well, man.
Oh, that's so
his mom, has been our team mom.
She's been
since as soon as she met us, she jumped right in and wanted to offer whatever she could do. His dad, man, we were in California, and it's me and Coach Jordan and Coach Mike and Coach Chris, Coach Ant, the coaches, Coach Matt.
Yeah.
So we normally get Airbnbs for these kids, right?
Right.
So we go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of food, and we're looking at each other like, how are we going to put this food together? And so on one particular trip, Mrs. Perrette and Mr. Perrette, man, they came right in, like chefs, and
oh my God,
they cooked for 25 guys on the spot, man. So
oh my God,
those are the types of families, man,
that's awesome.
Make Trench Mob what it is. I mean, yeah, we worked with them and groomed them, and he had 2 great O-line coaches, and Coach Jordan and Coach Chris and Coach Jarrett too, man.
Yeah, Coach Jarrett, shout out to Coach Jarrett. Absolutely. We did our job from the coaching standpoint, man, but his mom and dad did their job by getting them there,
Absolutely.
Making sure he was consistent. They got a younger brother, Bone Crusher, who's probably going to go to Florida State too, because his brother went to Florida State, and he's one of the top nose guards in the nation as a 7th grader right now. So his baby brother Joker is a great athlete, full of energy, man. So they got a great family, because they support their children and they do the things that's necessary.
Were the parents athletes?
What they need. I'm sorry.
Were the parents athletes? Did they play sports?
I believe the dad played football in high school. I know the mom, she has a dance academy.
Okay.
So you got to be a pretty good athlete, to be able to dance.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen her, in some of them videos and stuff. But I got to get to one of those classes soon. But me and Coach Jordan, we got to go to Miss Perrette class. Shout out to Miss Perrette, man. If you,
we have to. It's only right that we at least make 1 or 2 stops.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, man. But shout out to their family, man. Their family did a great job of, raising 3 great boys, and he has a sister, Mia, who's great as well, who's in college and, doing some great things.
For sure.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But again, the trench mob, this is an investment that is going to pay off for you. They're going to find you a home, and you have to sacrifice, and you have to commit, and you have to be coachable, and you get to work with the best coaches around, and that makes a difference. You're getting coached by the best, and that's going to make you better. And then also the talent that's on the trench mob is going to push you and make you better. And then you're going to travel all over the country. And like Julius said, you got to play against everyone. That's how you get good. You play against everyone all over.
And then too, Steve, man, not to cut you, Steve, but the thing is, like you just said, I just want to hit to that point you just said, the company. Like, his first trip, he was with two of the best offensive linemen, we've ever had as well. Coach Jordan say Sean's the best. Well, you could easily say David Connor is the best. You could easily say Bo Hughley is the best. And I won't, I won't get in trouble with my guys. Hey guys, I love all of you guys. But
we love you. We love you.
Like,
no,
I think Maeda, all of those guys are top 5 in history. With trench mob. You know what I mean? Yes. So, but now, man, he's just great young man, great young man, and you see the results of his work.
So I was talking with Coach Schumann and my other friend here. When we do 5v5 tournaments, do they allow 7th and 8th graders to compete? Because that's what we were wondering.
It's 5th grade and up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
we have a middle school division to where it's rising 6th graders, through rising 9th graders. So, in our case, sometimes we let 8th graders play varsity, like Percy Wilson this year was one of the guys that, we talked about Percy. We felt like he was ready to play varsity in 8th grade. A game I just came from, Logan Smith. I want to saw him play tonight. Like, he's in 8th grade. We expect him to play varsity this year with Trench Mob. So no, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. But nah, man, we definitely have young guys as well.
So a question had just come in. What would you recommend as far as starting a kid off in trench mob or a 5v5? Is it as early as possible? 7th, 8th grade? What would you say?
Go ahead, Coach Jordan. I feel like I've been talking a lot tonight.
Oh, no. Me personally, doing the business would be my 3rd year. I would say as soon as possible.
ASAP.
I would say as soon as possible. You just start training, though, because when you look at the background with Trench Mob, when Coach Julius started it back a few years back, he was training kids, and he had kids that he was doing it, and he took them on the road. So you don't just want to just put a kid in there and start them out right away, and then let's say they do get pancaked or they get beat, but they haven't been trained to do it.
That's
whether it's for a year, 2 years, get with a trainer, whether it's me or anybody else, or on the defensive side of the ball, Coach Julius or anybody else, and learn this stuff. Because at the end of the day, 5v5, like we said earlier, it's just one-on-ones. It's just a natural high competition one-on-one, and you don't want to go in there unprepared. And we've seen from 7 tournaments that we did last year, so many kids come in and they're so unprepared, and then they get pancaked or they get beat,
and they get discouraged.
However way, and then they look at us and we're like, oh, they're being bullies. They're this, they're that. Like, no, we train these kids throughout the week. We train these kids since they was in the 6th grade, 7th grade. Like, we teach them the rules. We talk to them all the time. We hype their heads up. We give them type of motivation. So if I was that parent, I would say right away, but get a trainer that you can build up, so that way when you go to these tournaments and these camps, you will be prepared.
Right.
That's the thing about us too, Coach Jordan, man. With us, I feel like it's a cheat code, man, and no disrespect to anybody else out here in Georgia, but you're not going to bring your kid anywhere for offensive lineman and defensive lineman and other positions too. We got Coach Ann Smith. We got,
I know.
We just added Coach Derek Tatum, who's a well-known, specialist coach. So, you're not going to go anywhere and get groomed the way we're going to groom.
No.
And because mainly you get the best of both worlds. You get grooming and you get to test it. With your average trainer, you're going to stand there and hit a bag.
Exactly.
No disrespect to anybody, but that's what.
No, but I agree with you.
You know, you're going to run through cones and hit a bag and make cool sounds. You know, with us, you're going to train, learn fundamentals, and then you're going to go out and test them against bodies.
Yep.
You know, so man, like, it's no comparison for the kid getting better with anybody else because nobody else is doing that. Now you got people that are doing it, like the teams in the coalition, you know, and people that we associate with. But I would tell a parent to join the organization, you know, before even, and no disrespect, there's some great trainers out there, but I just felt like the way we do it is the best way because not only do we train you and groom you, we have mentoring programs as well, you know, that, you know, that serves your, you know, your mental. And then we put you on the road to test it and you come back, you know, a much better product. Man, these guys, Zayden Walters' brother, since January, playing defensive tackle, has never played defensive tackle in his life and has 5 sacks in 3 games. Like, he didn't do that because I'm a great trainer. He did that because he tested it 8 times all over the U.S. this offseason and learned how to do it and perfected it. And now he has 5 sacks in 3 games as a D tackle, 330 pounds. You know, it's just, this is what happens.
So, exactly. So, all the work you put in, by the time the fall comes around, you're, like I said, you're a Navy SEAL. I mean, you're ready to roll.
Yeah. And the biggest thing for us, and like Coach Julius said, not to disrespect every other trainer in the world.
No,
we do both run and pass, even when the season is here. And it's because you see most of these guys, and they only do, like on the defensive side, they only do pass rush. And you don't see guys doing run drills. You don't see the guys doing run fits. You don't see guys doing a lot. Or you look at O-line and you see guys, you know, with the rolling balls, but they're not working on post. They're not working kick. They're not working on standing at an angle. You don't have most coaches telling guys to look at the alignment, look at the defensive lineman, see what they're about to do. And the one thing I love about Coach Julius,
do film work too.
Film work. We look at film all the time. Like we help with highlight tapes, do this, do that. And the one thing about Coach Julius that he does, he gonna give you the best of both worlds. It's more teaching than it is work. You got a lot of kids, when they get to these trainers, all they look for is the work. Oh, if we ain't working, then I ain't coming. But when you get with
they want to shit, Coach Jordan.
You're going to get taught this stuff. You're going to talk you down. We're going to tell you why you need to work it, and then we're going to rep it 3-4 times. And with it being in season, those numbers go down. Like for me, the reps that we do, like the 4 or 5 sets that we do in the off season, it trimmed down to 2. It trimmed down to 3 sets. With Coach Julius, it may be 5 or 6 type moves, and they'll go down to 3. So we try to do a great job just to teach all linemen, offensive and defensive, including the specialists with Coach and Coach Tatum, that listen, everything that you do here, you're literally going to do in the game.
It applies.
You're going to do. It's going to apply. And even when the offseason, when 5v5 start, you can't say, "Oh, I didn't know how to work a bull rush." You're lying because we've been doing this since January. Or I didn't know how to grab the hand when a guy was going to jump me. You're lying because we did it in January. And we've been doing it every day. It's repetition. So I think we do a great job repping it more than anything, just going out there, opposed to just going out there and doing stuff.
Yeah, that's too, what man. I mean, and not to elongate it, man. This was a great show tonight. We spent the game tonight. We bringing it out tonight. But now, man, not to elongate it, you know.
We had a week off, so we got we're all pumped up.
But now, man, but on top of that too, Steve, is what people don't understand is we only have, you look at us, and we had 55 guys on the roster this year.
Correct, right.
We had over 100 kids that trained with us this year, right? But we truly only have a few core guys. Right. What I mean by core guys is the guys that truly lock in, the guys that come every Sunday, the guys that come during the week. And that's under 20 guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
So those guys, if you truly take a look at them, who they were in January is not even close to who they are now in September, man. Yeah. And that's the crazy part. It is like Coach Jordan was just saying, you know what the talk of the town is about me is my training is boring. You know what I mean?
Because
you know, it's
line,
boring
it's lineman
because
stuff.
they like, you know,
Yeah,
he
they
teach to
want
run, bro.
they want yeah they
You
everyone
know what
wants
I
the
mean? It's
pass
like,
rush.
but then you see the kids that lock into the boring training. You know, you see the results. You know what I mean? I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just a result to the kids locking in, man, and truly understanding that we're going to lead them to success.
But this is what I would say: Julius played in the NFL. Coach Jordan played in Canada, right?
And arena, yep.
And in arena. I played in NFL Europe, arena, and Canada. And the biggest thing and is development is getting reps. You have to, it's the muscle memory. You have to get the reps over and over and over. And once you do that, and in my opinion, that's what builds your confidence. Now you know you can do it. Now you have confidence that you're going to beat the guy in front of you. Am I right on that?
Exactly
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. All right. So this is Stephen Hannon. We're checking him out. This is his, I think, last year's film. I'll show the film from this year. There was only like 30 seconds on it. Oh. So where is he from?
We can't see it, Steve.
We can't see it.
Oh, I didn't put it up. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so Steve, so I literally, man, was just, to be honest, I was just browsing the internet, man. You know.
Yeah, I was doing. I do the same thing. I know what you're talking about.
You know, look at that film, man. And,
is he is he a Georgia guy or no?
So, to be honest, I can't even remember. To be completely honest, you know what I mean. But because I know we were supposed to do this show last week, but
Yep.
but man, but he can play, man. He definitely.
He is. Oh, he's IMG. Holy shit.
Yeah. That is right. IMG.
Oh, okay. So IMG
I believe he's from Georgia, though, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a 27 kid. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
IMG. That's one of the best schools in the country, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got another kid, Izzy, down there. But but this kid, he can play, man. I mean, I shuffle film, man, and when I see film that I like, I write it in my notes and I send it to you. You know what I mean? So,
yes, you do.
Yeah, man. But he just popped out to me, man. He's active. You know, uses his hands well. You know, runs to the ball. He's violent. You know, everything you look for, man. So, you know,
what do you think his size is?
Man, see, you know, I just came from that game. To be honest, man, I didn't even look at my notes. You know, we see so many kids. I don't know this kid.
Yeah, right.
But I believe he's like 6'3". You know, I believe like 260.
He's really good with his hands.
Yeah, I should have read my notes before.
Good separation.
Sorry to the people that I read my notes before I came on.
No, that's okay.
Man, but I went to Logan Smith's game tonight. But man, he's a ball player, man. He's a ball player, and you know, and trust me, I mean, he wouldn't make my film list, you know, if he wasn't a dog, man. And I enjoy watching it, you know, and I wanted to share it with
do you think he is he going to be more of a 3 technique, or do you think they'll move him outside?
Definitely a 3 technique, man.
Because he's a 27,
and that's the big thing, Steve. Like, I want to say a message right quick to the D-line world, right? So, if you're a big athletic kid, play defensive tackle, buddy.
Because they're hard to find, man.
Because exactly, all of these kids want to be ends.
They want to be edges.
Right now, Steve, if I can go back and turn back the hands of time, when Coach Hank Hughes tried to make me a 3 technique, I would have believed him, man.
Don't say that. Hank,
you know,
Hank will love to hear that.
Hey, Coach Hank Hughes, if you're listening right now, hey, Steve, make sure you make a cut up of this. Coach Hank Hughes,
I will.
If you're listening right now, I wish I would have listened to you and played 3 technique. Come on, I'm telling you, because I would have been a mismatch And
nobody could stay with you.
Exactly, because we're a better athlete than the guys they're normally used to seeing. So
Absolutely.
a lot of these guys that are big athletes these days, they think I'm a defensive end.
Everyone,
you know what I mean?
Can I ask, when did they start calling edge?
Well, it's just some cool shit that
pisses me off.
In the last couple of years.
He's an edge. He's a defensive fucking end. They call him the edge.
Well, edge is supposed to be, so if you're an edge, you're supposed to be a guy that could potentially play in space outside.
That's what I figured. Like you're a boundary end, a stand-up boundary end. That's what I think.
But that's my message, man. Be a D tackle, man.
Yeah,
you'll make some money. You got a lot of guys that miss out. You got guys going D2 right now to play defensive end that could have been P5 D tackles.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to play inside, Julius. They all want to be Lawrence Taylor.
I didn't
Micah Parsons.
I told you guys, man, I wouldn't have bought some Hydroxycut Plus when I was at UConn because I heard rumors of moving inside. I'm like, I ain't moving inside. I got to cut weight. But I was young and dumb, man. And Aaron Donald, went out and made, $100 million doing it. And I could have got it first.
That's all right. You're gonna be all right. Well, no, you're right. You're 100% right. They don't want to play inside. They don't want to take on those double teams. They don't want to have to fight through those combo blocks. Everyone wants to be on the edge and get one-on-one matchups. And
they be like, man, I'm 260. I'm an end. Look, man, Aaron Donald played his last 4 years at 260,
he did,
man.
And you're right, because of the athleticism and speed, guards can't stay with that.
Man, can't do nothing with them. And you just lift.
We did the Husky Huddle show reviewing the Syracuse game, and I was with I did the Sean Mulcahy. I was with him, and we were talking about some of the best guys we played against. When I was playing guard, I was a horrible guard, but I had to play guard one year. The best player I ever played against was Dan Klecko.
Okay, yeah, Klecko.
Dan Klecko kicked the shit out of me, and because he was big and strong, but he was quick inside, and like I couldn't do anything to him.
And Klecko, he was like 6 feet, 5'11".
He was 6 feet.
Yeah.
He was 6 feet, but he was quick as shit. And when you have that athleticism, like I couldn't move my feet and stay with him. This kid is really good.
He can ball.
So can you tell? Okay, so someone asked to go to IMG Academy. Do they give scholarships, or do a lot of kids have to pay?
Yes, there's go ahead, Coach Jordan. My bad.
No. From what I've known, from what I'm going on, they do give out scholarships, and it's just like most of it. But if you want to be that kid, if you go in there for academics first, then you got to pay. But it's mostly all athletic school. Yeah, it's mostly all athletics.
So if you're not like a top recruit, you do have to pay.
Yep.
And do you know how much it costs to go there?
The same as college tuition. It's too much.
Okay, so you're talking like 50, 60 grand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this person was asking, don't go to IMG Academy. I'll tell you that.
You got to be good academically too, man.
Save your money.
It's not, you can't be a knucklehead to get in either, man. You got to have.
Really? They're good academically?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Graduation rate is always 90-95% with IMG.
Yeah, but I thought they take fluff classes.
Some of them do. Some of them do. They take college level courses.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Because they want those guys to leave early. So half those guys leave.
Oh, right. Julius, I just saw this. Hold on. I just wanted to ask you about this stance.
Mm.
I like the stance. Is this what you like? Do you like with the ass up?
Yeah, I mean, it's different strokes, different folks, right?
Okay.
And
because I think you fire out lower when you're ass.
Yeah, because it puts you in, you explode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like that cannon. coming out of the blocks like track, you know.
Right. Okay. Because that's what I love. I love his get off, and then I love the way he uses his hands. And I can't believe he's 27.
Yeah, well, he can ball,
That's
man.
scary. And it's scary that you're telling me 7th graders are getting offered.
Oh yeah.
I'm still baffled by that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we went against 2 7th graders this year with offers on the road, and up in well, they came to Atlanta, and we went against them. And
Wow.
Ohio.
2 guys, and then not just one offer, like multiple offers.
Yeah,
like with a
big
Syracuse
time.
offer.
Not D2
Damn
and
Syracuse,
that,
they just beat us.
big time.
It was a crazy ass game, man. But
man.
but it was a kid 7th grade with a Syracuse offer.
Mm-hmm.
That just blows me away. I was just looking to see if there was anything recent. Okay. And this was one of his big highlights, I guess he put up there. Just want to see what it is.
T-Mobile, we've invested billions to bring the best.
So 5v5, 7th, 8th graders. That's get in as early as possible. That's the message.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
get work though. Definitely. I mean, I would say, man, I'm going to tell everybody to come to our organization, but but even if you live in Florida, like
no, they need your virtual program. I mean, I would always go with you.
Yeah, I mean, but
you
got kids from in person. You got down in Florida, man. We got Stars Mentoring. If you're out in California, you can go to GSA. Ohio, you can go to Hog Academy.
Right.
Connecticut, you can go to 32 Sports. In Massachusetts, you can go to 12 Elite. Got lots of people all around, man. That we work with and we recommend. Chicago starts up front.
I love the Hog Academy. He sent me a T-shirt.
Yeah, for sure, man. No, for sure, man. Vegas, E73, we got lots of affiliates, man. That we help guys, man. So if anybody I don't mind doing that. Like if you're a guy that's somewhere,
you're gonna be helping. You're gonna be helping me, just so you know.
Yeah, man. I definitely love to link parents and players that were good people.
All right, so we got Anthony Jala. Anthony Jala. This is his first 3 weeks.
That's a kid from Ohio, right?
Oh, he's all okay. Yep. It didn't say, so I was curious.
No, he can
good
ball,
football.
Man. Yeah, man. The same thing, man. Just looking at film, bro.
Jesus. So now this is an edge, right?
Yeah, he's on the edge now. Yep.
Jesus. Now, the only thing the level of competition does not look as good. Is that accurate?
Well, they got some pretty good football.
Ohio does traditionally. I agree.
And I know, and I'm not.
But
we got Coach P. We got Coach P. I can't talk. Coach P. Con up there. So Hog Academy, man. So I believe he has ran with Hog Academy before, if I'm not mistaken.
But, okay.
Kid look good, man. Kid can play, man. I mean, I like the film. I mean, he definitely, he popped to
Jesus.
me, man. Oh yeah, he can ball. He's nasty, man. He plays with tenacity. He has a knack for the ball. He wants to get there. I think people should see this kid. You feel me? I mean, if you don't know about him by now, now you know.
Wow. He is something else. Wow. So that was Ohio. That was from August. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable.
And I like that, Steve. Like the kids from other areas who aren't from down south, who we don't see much. Like even Nehemiah. Shout out to Nehemiah, man. He just got an Iowa State offer.
Did he really?
Yeah, man. Big 12 is big time.
Fucking him.
So
good
it's like,
for him.
But
I
taking
love
a risk,
Nehemiah.
man. getting on the road, going to get some big time competition, you know what I mean? And getting yourself out there, going to schools, being seen, and now,
That's so
he
good
got
to
a Big
hear.
12 offer. Man,
That is
I
so
can
good to
see,
hear.
so not to start no shit, right? But
No, you can start shit. It's okay.
I think Nehemiah is going to be an SEC guy, Coach Jordan. And you know what I mean? And nothing against the Big Ten guys. I got lots of Big Ten coaches,
you
Big
gotta
Ten
go there,
friends.
Coach Jordan.
Nothing against Coach Dot from Minnesota, man. Coach Dot from Minnesota, I love you, man. But I think Nehemiah is gonna be an SEC guy, man. I think.
100%. He's got the motor for it. He's got the energy for it.
No, he is.
SEC coach.
Is Nehemiah the one that is friends with Pierce Fogarty?
Yep. Pierce can play.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, Pierce can play. Pierce pretty good.
But I mean, they know each other, right? Or no?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. They know each other pretty well.
That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Jared Doty. Jared Doty?
Doty, yeah.
Oh, he's in Atlanta. So what's Terrell High School?
So he was at Thurl. He was at Thurl High School. This was his last year's film. I'm waiting for his updated film. But here's another kid that, like we saw on the internet, 6'6". He plays at Banneker High School now. Was a Georgia State commit. Good feet, good hands, violent at the point of attack. He was, like I said, he was a Georgia State commit, but he's having such a good 2026 that he's literally in the last couple of days picked up Georgia, Missouri, Florida, and Arkansas. He picked up like 5 SECs in the last few days. And
I think I've seen that kid.
Yeah, he's a really good kid. He finishes dudes. You're gonna see it in the first couple of plays. He plays with good technique. I would fix his pad level a little bit. He's a senior. I'm waiting for that film to come up, but this was last year. So.
So he's a 26.
He's a 26.
And you're saying he didn't have much his junior year?
He was committed to Georgia State.
Right.
As of before last week. And then last week,
then he blew
played
up.
Such a good game. I forgot who they played, and he picked up 5 SECs the next day.
He does your snatch. Wow.
Yeah. Famous.
Wow, he looks long.
Hey, very.
Oh. He looks good. He looks really good. He looks a little light. Is he light or no?
I think
tall?
Right here he was weighing at 240, 250. I think now he done went up a little bit. I think he's like 260, 275.
God, he's good with his hands. Jesus Christmas. He just threw that kid out of the bar.
And that's another thing, man. You got to stay the course, man. Like, he didn't have, any P3 schools and probably was frustrated, man, but he just kept playing.
Just kept balling. And that's one thing you got to tell these guys, man. You never know.
Jesus. I love the way he finishes,
stuff like
too.
this, you can get a Georgia.
I love the way he finishes. Great job getting out on this. Oh, my God. He got out on the screen and just.
Because he decommitted from Georgia State, right, Coach Jordan?
He did. Finally, he decommitted from Georgia State, yes.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. That's sad, though, man. I hate when the schools, get married to a kid and they think you're about to have them and put them in their plans and poof.
Right.
Julius, just out of curiosity, have you been able to send any film up to our friends in stores?
So this is my first time seeing this kid, Steve.
Not him. I'm just saying other kids.
Yeah, you
have,
honest,
okay,
man. I mean, I'm a relationship guy, Steve.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are.
And so if I send you quite a few guys,
and I know,
and you don't move on quite a few guys,
then you're not going to waste your time.
I'm going to send you less. You know what I mean?
I agree. I just want you to know that I yelled at them about you when I was with Mike Burton at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Mike Burton does the NIL stuff. and I yelled at him. I yelled at a billionaire, so that was fun. But I said, Julius is training the best lineman I've ever seen. Can we please go get one? And I'm hoping that, because I send him the show because I yell at him, like we could be having some of these lines.
I have 4 guys on my head right now that can make UConn better instantly. Right.
I know.
But they don't want to talk about it.
I know. And that's why I get angry. But I was just curious. Wow, this kid, I mean, good for him.
Oh yeah.
And is this good? Is this considered good football?
So Darryl was 2A football, so he was able to string together some things. I think Banneker.
Okay.
I think Banneker is 3A, 4A.
So he moved
so he
up.
played playing up in the region, but I mean it's Georgia football, and you never know.
Right,
1A, 2A, all the way up to 6A, you're gonna find a diamond in the rough, and I definitely believe there's a diamond in the rough.
Give me an idea of the size of a 2A school. How many kids?
I went to a 2A school, Steve, Coach Jordan.
Oh, okay.
We graduated 150 people.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so that is small.
Yeah, so those numbers went up, though, certain schools. You could get like 800, 900, certain kids. Those numbers went up.
Shout out to the smaller schools, man. Shout out. Everybody always talk about the big schools, the 6As, the 5As. Shout out to the 2A schools, man, the 3A, the kids that staying down, getting it out the mud, man. The Camp County, Columbia, man. Shout out Columbia, man.
Columbia,
Coach Greg over there, man. Coach Greg over there doing his thing, man. This is my guy right
So this is PJ Mitchell from Westlake in Atlanta.
Yep.
Is that that's got to be a big school, right?
That's 6A. Westlake 6A. So this is a sophomore kid. I think he's a guard, but he's playing tackle for the heart of it. He's a 2-year starter. Last year he played with a guy named Juan Gaston.
He's a freshman?
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Wow.
Last year he played with Juan Gaston, who's at Georgia right now, starting at right guard. He's got good feet, good hands. I just think with his height at 6'3", 300, I think he's hard.
Good snatch there. Yeah, I agree with you.
That kid Gaston he started at Georgia as a freshman. That kid from Westlake.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
this is his film from this year, the first 4 games.
Yeah, this is his first 4 games.
It looks good.
Last year he was I think he was the guard, or he played a little JV.
Comes off the ball, good strike,
good hands.
He does have very good hands.
Looks a little athletic. I'm
trying to see his footwork. Oh. Yeah, he's got to move his feet a little bit more.
Yeah, he's got to move his feet just a little bit. Yeah, that's why I think he's a guard, because you put him.
I agree with you.
I think he can move a little better.
I agree with you. Because that was a really good short set right there. That's perfect for a guard. My God.
Good work in the run game, and Westlake plays some talent. Westlake plays team, so he's going up against at least a guy with a couple of offers every game. They just played a Gainesville team where the number 1 linebacker he went against. So,
man, we got to go see games.
Good job on his down block.
No,
you guys got me watching games now because I see these kids and I look online to find streaming to watch some of these Georgia teams, and my God, because I'm from New York, and we couldn't beat our way out of a paper bag for football.
No, that's talent in New York.
No.
Hey, don't y'all think it's crazy now how you could just go watch high school games on YouTube now?
You can.
Yeah,
that's what I was shocked at.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I watched Percy's JV game the other day.
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, everyone streams it.
Everyone's streaming it now, especially with coaches.
Every play.
Yeah, especially with coaches saying they watching game film, so they just put it on YouTube. Let coaches go to work.
God.
I think it's smart.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
All
right
coaches
about
watch.
Yeah.
You're
think it's smart.
absolutely right about this kid.
Well, you can literally send your YouTube to a college coach of your game.
Yep.
Yep.
In 8th grade.
Yep. There's no more DVDs or anything. You just send him a link.
Nah, this kid can play though, man. This kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
really good.
like him. I like him. God, the last 3 shows we've had, man, we've had some
Elite.
amazing talent on.
Elite. Like I said, I like PJ. He's got to work on his footwork, move to the inside. I know he's playing it right now for the heart of the team, but
Well, we got to get him with you.
yeah, he comes on the
what he
road
got
with
going
us.
on,
He's
Coach
definitely
Jordan?
playing guard. No hesitation.
Okay.
What he got going on right now?
Recruiting wise, I don't think he has anything going on.
Okay.
You're kidding me.
I don't think he has anything, because it's the drop off, not to disrespect Westlake, but the drop off from what they had last year to this year, the only person that they're really looking at Westlake, they have a receiver, the quarterback's a sophomore who they're high on, and ever since Juan Gaston, Roland Grimman, who was a trench mob guy, and Camden Coleman left, they're not really looking in the trenches like that. So, but I feel like with PJ, if he comes around, even with this show, I know college coaches look at this and they evaluate. Then he could get something going. So we'll see.
Well, he's only a sophomore too,
Only
right?
a sophomore. He's only two.
Okay.
He's only
So
28.
he's got time,
He's definitely got time.
and he's got to get with you guys.
Tell PJ to pull up, man. Hey, Coach
Have you talked with him or no?
I talked to him a couple times. I tried to get him out there. But they on Sundays they kind of do stuff. Certain days, but
You think
who
maybe
knows?
the
He
off
might
season?
pop out one of these days. So we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, Coach Jordan, hey, tell PJ we ain't no scam, man. The kids be saying we a scam.
Oh, yeah, for
No.
sure. Oh yeah. You got to lead with that these days.
Somebody said
Yeah,
that.
scam, bro.
Yo, man. These days, kids they don't do stuff because they think it's a scam. And they don't hear about it, then it's whatever.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard about us, bro.
All right, I'm sorry. I have to show Mr. Andrew Duggan. I saw some of his film, and I posted about it. I think
He was player of the week last week.
Listen, if this kid gets overlooked by Division I coaches, they are going to kick themselves. And I almost want it to happen because he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder and beat the fuck out of everyone. And I said that. And I said, I know I don't coach anymore. If I was coaching college football at Holy Cross, this kid I would have offered him immediately.
This is my long lost white cousin, man. I told you.
I love him. He's such a great kid, and I just love the way he plays. Look at that snatch! Yeah. My God,
first place.
That's Coach Jordan's specialty.
So you do it.
Look at him! Look at him! Why? College coaches, why?
Because he's 6 foot 240.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
He's
either.
A center. He's a center, and he's kicking the shit out of people bigger than him.
He is.
And he plays hard, and he has passion, and he has enthusiasm, and he loves football. This is a kid you want on your team.
Oh yeah.
My God.
You know what I like about him too? He's in touch too, man. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
I love how they stay connected. He and his family, man.
They're always so they're always so appreciative.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
Jesus Christ. They're so appreciative when we show them, and he's always responsive on Twitter. He's always very respectful, and he's gracious. Just you don't see in this. Wow, that's a great job pulling. Fuck, what is wrong? Well, I hate
with the way the world works. Nobody wants 6 foot 240 center.
I know.
He gets up to 250, 260. We can talk, but
I know.
We'll see what happens next few months. But he's
crazy
fucking
though.
dudes up.
Motherfuckers be like 10 pounds.
Julius There's a question. We talked about this before. Somebody wants to know, basically, for a player like this, would you recommend reclassifying? You repeat a year? Is that what it is? The reclassing?
Yeah, I would, honestly.
Okay.
And not the reclass that Coach Jordan or you may think I'm talking about,
Or
but
PG.
I would definitely prep school it. You know what I mean? I think that's like John Hooley.
Yeah, Avon Old Farms. Yep.
Yeah, up in Connecticut at Old Farms, he really changed my mind about that this year.
Really?
He wanted, one of our guys, and I almost wish the guy would have did it because
I would PG all day.
Yeah, man, because he's a junior. He just started playing football. He could have been, instead of having 2 years to play football, he could have played for 3 in high school.
Exactly.
And I think that third year with him, I think he's an SEC guy. Had he had one more year of high school football. So, I mean, yeah. I don't think you can reclass in high school.
No, but you PG him. I get it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, but definitely, man, prep school. If you put it like this, man, if you know you're a dog, bro, and
he is a dog,
and you don't got what you deserve, I definitely, if you can find a good prep school, man, don't just go any fucking where though. Don't just go.
No. I understand that. I know I'm very good friends with a coach at the Haverford School in Philly, and I'm good friends with the head coach at Worcester Academy, Jeremy Bandy. Shout out to him. He was the O-line coach at Harvard for years. He's awesome, and I would send him there in a heartbeat. Jeremy would love this kid.
Oh yeah.
And Jeremy,
man. And you never know, man. They're kids. He's still growing. He may get to prep school and grow 2 inches. Man,
exactly.
You never know.
Gone.
God, he is so good with the snatch. Man, I sound like I'm blowing the kid, I know, but I just am. I don't see kids in this generation who play as hard as your guy from Florida State and Andrew. Kids don't play with that effort, with that dog. Your kids do. Man. I mean, the trench mob guys do, but you don't see that as often.
But see, you know what? We live in a different generation, man.
I know.
Where these kids have been handed everything on a silver platter. You got kids cursing coaches out.
Yeah.
And they still come back to the team the next day and do it again.
Yep.
And then they still play
100%.
games on Friday night. You know what I mean? So
100%.
It's just what we live in now, man. And that's why kids like Sean. That's why Sean, I'm gonna say it. That's why Sean is going to get drafted and play in the NFL because he's that type of kid. Like, he didn't look for the best high school he can find to transfer to go showcase his talent.
Absolutely.
He stayed at Riverwood and got his ass whooped. You know what I mean? But he knew he was a dog, and he knew that he can go to Florida State from Riverwood, and that's why he went. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And the Bear, who was homeschooled,
exactly. Same thing.
He jumps in and goes to public school. Right. That is such a difficult transition.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not parents, don't think I'm shaming you for doing what's best for your son and try to seek better opportunities. But I just think, man, if they
a lot of parents, the comments are parents seem frustrated because of the transfer portal. Taking less freshmen, and some people are saying that schools aren't paying freshmen NIL money. They're paying the transfers.
So the only schools that are really paying freshmen are like the P3 schools.
Okay. P5, yeah, P5, yeah.
So that don't be offended. You just heard. So freshmen typically don't get paid unless it's one of the P3 schools. And
they gotta really want to, like if it's non-P3. Right. or
Yeah.
P5, they gotta feel like, okay, he's P5 quality, or you got P5 offers, but they're
Right.
paying you to come G5. You know what I mean? You know.
So what would you recommend? Okay, a kid who wants to play Division I football, he doesn't have those offers, and the parents or the kid thinks he's good enough to get there. If you don't have the offers, but you have offers at a D2 school, a FCS school, what would you recommend the path to try to get there? What's the best path?
Take it.
Yeah.
Take
You just take it.
D2 offer.
You just take it. In today's world of recruiting,
Right.
And I'm for kids, you know, I'm against the transfer portal and everything. We talked about that a lot, but with all this stuff going on, the world is bigger than just G5 and P5 school. You got guys in the NFL right now that play D1 and play D2. I just had a conversation 100%. With a kid the other day, and he was like, name me 2 dudes that joined this path. And the first thing that came to my mind was Aaron Rodgers, who went JUCO.
He did.
You're right. College in California. Then I think about Matt Judon, who played at Grand Valley and has almost every record in the book. Then I think about Adam Thielen, who went to Minnesota State and broke records. You know,
he went to Minnesota State.
Went to Minnesota State, and look where he is now. So I look at that stuff, and I tell kids all the time, like, look, if you're not a guy that's waking up every day, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., trying to get to work, do this, do that, but even if you are, it's guys out here that do the little things and they get the short end of the stick. Like it just happens.
It's just reality. Yes.
It's just reality. But if you have a Valdosta State or West Alabama or East Tennessee or anything like that, take it and just go to work and do everything you would do. If you went to a P5, you may not just be ready. Like if you read, there's a story of a quarterback. He played at Ferris State. He's got 3 straight national championships at Ferris State. He transferred to Ole Miss, and he played the first game. And then I was reading a story about a guy who played at Georgia Tech, who was at Middle Tennessee, who was an All-American. And now he's at Georgia Tech, and he's preseason All-American. Or you think about Willie Lampkin, who's an undersized lineman, started at Coastal before they went up to D1, before they went up big D1.
Right.
And he went to North Carolina and was an All-American because these guys worked. And it goes back to what Coach Julius is saying. It's a lot of entitlement going on. Your kid might be good. Your kid might be the best. But who are you trying to – what the numbers look like? How is he working? Yeah. No, I'm not necessarily looking at the schools because it's guys that don't even sniff playoffs. And they still go G5 and go to these schools. It's just about the work that you put in the moment you step foot in the gridiron. Yes, you can play 7-on-7. Yes, you can play 5v5. But if you're not working like how the coaches worked when we went to school, then and you only have a East Tennessee or you have an Austin P or Valdosta, take it. Like it's good football around. And I get it why
anything can happen.
Right. And I get why you want to go P5 and G5 because it's 500,000 here, it's 100,000 here, and $1 million. I get it. But if you're not training like a pro, you're not going to get that money.
There. Yeah.
So you just take it.
Take it, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Julius, there was another question. The HBC schools, Michael Vick's a coach.
Norfolk, yep.
And the Deshaun Jackson, right? Mm-hmm. They are asking about the HBC schools. What are your thoughts on that level? Because it's FCS, right? But it's not. They don't go to the playoffs, right?
So they do not go to the playoffs. I believe, Coach Jordan.
But is it good? Yeah. It's good football.
It's great football.
Yeah, man.
It is. Okay.
Again, it's just like anything else, and it's HBCU. You know. And shout out to the HBCUs. We got a kid.
I love it.
You know, Raymond Johnson, he's at Tennessee State. You know, we got a few guys, you know, that are at HBCUs, you know, Cam. But
Jalen Walks.
Delaware
State.
He's at Delaware, at Delaware State.
State, right. That's where Deshaun Jackson is.
And,
Roland Grimmett at Ski.
Yeah, rolling at the skate.
Cameron Coleman, who's at Alabama State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got a few kids, man, that said HBCUs, and but just
and they have scholarships. It's the same number,
Full
right?
ride. Yeah, full ride.
Okay, so it's still 63 scholarships,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good football.
Great
yeah,
football.
They're just asking because they feel like they're just throwing head coaches who shouldn't be head coaches, like
I mean, shit, you
Michael
know what?
Michael Vick being a head coach. They're like, why is Vick a head coach at a college when he has no coaching experience? Why is Deshaun Jackson?
Why they hate no Vic, man? I mean, those guys obviously. See, that's the thing, right? And not all players.
It brings publicity. They had a huge media day because of Vic and Deshaun, and I think Eddie George is there in one of them.
Well, see, not all players translate and are great coaches, right?
Yeah.
But something about it is this, though. They know those guys worked hard to be great. So they figure they're going to bring that same work ethic, And one thing that they do know, those guys are connected. So Vic may not have any coaching experience, or Deshaun Jackson may not have any coaching experience, but they go out and they find people that have lots of coaching experience and put those guys around them. The same thing that
that's what Deion did, right?
You know what I mean? So it's like, those guys are just great leaders and they have influence, So especially, for black colleges. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody really was talking about black colleges.
No, not until Deion went to Jackson State.
Eddie George went.
And they're on TV.
State, and now you got especially, African-American kids who didn't go D1, or what they consider big D1, like you said earlier, SEC, or Big Ten, but they get opportunities at Alabama State, at Alabama A&M, Tennessee State. Take those opportunities. Steve, we got a white kid at an HBCU.
I've heard that. I've heard that, yeah.
No, I'm saying, no, we have a white kid from Trenchmouth at HBCU. We got to bring him on the show, man. Nick Krills. He's at Texas State. Yeah, HBCU.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But again, take your opportunity. I mean, you got white people at HBCU. Mike Hayes from Clark is a white guy. He's probably one of the biggest HBCU supporters. We got two kids on that team. So, but for sure, man, he's a big supporter of Trenchmouth. White guy, that works for HBCU. So, shout out to the HBCUs, man, and the people.
I'll apologize. Last question, guys. They want to know what is the education like at the HBCU? Is it a good education? Would you say?
It's the same as every other education.
There's no difference, right?
There's no difference, Okay. It's just, it'd be like some people.
Is there different majors
HBCU, they think it's the same majors. It's the same situation. I just think some people will look at it like, oh, it's just like I just left high school. How you go to high school, like with me and Julius, we went to the inner city, and it's just like going to a high school, but it's more stuff going on. But it's the same.
I thought they're prestigious.
They're prestigious. Tennessee State is prestigious, but Cookman's prestigious. FAMU, you got Clark Atlanta. You got all these prestigious type of schools.
I mean,
people look down on
Howard
because it's not the up and up. And on a football standpoint, you get guys all the time that play. The Houston Texans, right tackle, played at Alabama State. Like a lot of people come out of HBCU. You just have to be a dog. And if you take education serious, go HBCU.
Exactly. Julius, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, and then, quite frankly, a degree from Morehouse is a more prestigious degree than 95% of the big colleges,
Absolutely.
That is true.
And, the same with the Spelman, it's like, they're almost up there with like a Harvard, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or Yale, it's not, the same. So, man, you got some of the most powerful and most influential people in the world, that are, they come from black colleges.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, for sure, man. So, I mean, the only thing about them is they don't have the facilities
That's
they're
all.
they're getting there.
Yeah, they're getting there.
They're
That's all it
starting
is.
to.
You know
But
what I mean?
that's
So
all.
like exactly, but yeah, man. But no, it's all about opportunity, though, man. I mean,
Right.
you know, you got your SEC, Big Ten, and then wherever you fall underneath those, man, you know, just take advantage of your opportunity and go play ball, like Coach Jordan said.
exactly, and see what happens.
And
So,
to piggy off the football stuff, they don't make some of them make the playoffs. So in Division II, you can make the playoff, Division II playoff.
so
Tuskegee, Albany State, and Miles, they're always in it almost every year.
there's HBCUs at every level.
Yeah, there's HBCU.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's just not in the G. It's not in the P5.
No, they're FCS.
So
I know that.
So FCS D2, but in D1AA.
Wow.
Down here, they have a thing called the Celebration Bowl, where the
yes,
the best MEAC team will play the best SWAC team, and it's down here in Georgia. So
right, okay. So you have your question answered, and it's good education. And like they said, take the opportunity. Anything can happen. Just play your ass off.
Yep.
All you have to do is work your ass off, sacrifice, play your best, get better, develop. Anything can happen.
That's the biggest thing. Sacrifice. You got to
make it. You have to. You have
to.
So I just have to mention Ned Von Young, Fresh Fold Laundry Company, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. They are a high-end laundry service. They wash, dry, fold, and pick your clothes up. They also are offering a pickup and a delivery service, so you can get both done. They have an online subscription model. They have deals for all you college students going back. Check out the website at myfreshfold.com. Okay. And then the sponsor for the Trench Mob show, we see it right behind Julius, Goat Coats. They have the most stylistic, awesome Letterman jackets. They are not the lame, just plain old Letterman jackets. You can create them however you want with graphics, your jersey, anything. They are professionally done, custom made. They get them to you in 4 to 6 weeks, and they are so stylish. If you want to look fly, you want to look cool, get a Goat Coat. And we are very happy to have the Goat Coats. Goat Coat, he's a great guy, is a sponsor of the Trench Mob. And I encourage all of you go to the website. It's goatcoats.com. Look at the options. Get your ass a coat, please. So for the man himself, Julius Williams, and the other man, Jordan Harris, Trench Mob, great show. We had a ton of viewers. I apologize I couldn't get to all your questions. But I'll make a list and we'll get it next time, I promise. And thank you to the guys who came on the show. Thank you to I'm sorry,
Sean Perret,
the CTE. What's his name again?
Sean Perret.
Awesome dude. That is an example of what you get when you work with the Trench Mob. You guys all saw it. That is the example. If you put the time in and you work with the Trench Mob, that is what you get. And that's all nothing left to say.
Hey, what you got in the background? That's like a python in the background or some shit around us.
What do I have in the background?
In the background of the
That's my jersey.
No, that's the season.
This is the rent. That's the rent.
It's like a snake for some reason.
No, it's the rent. No, it's the rent.
That's gonna be funny as hell when we do the new car.
No, that's what I use. I use the rent.
Look funny on the app. Okay, I got you. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Well, because normally we'll have Anthony on, so nobody sees it. With 3 people, you can see it.
I threw me off for a little bit. I'm like, I got you. I just wanted to ask.
Thought it was a snake.
If I see, I know somebody else has that question. I just thought it would be interesting.
No, we have a lot of questions, but everyone loved the show.
Man, now that I see it, though, just the way it looks.
And just for clarification again, I love the guy. He's very nice to me. Ricky Green, what does he do in Alabama?
He's
the guy on Twitter that always promotes Duggan.
I don't know what he does
Okay.
Primarily for work, but he's a hell of a guy. So
he is, yeah.
he's a hell of
Okay.
a guy.
Have you met him?
I met him plenty of times.
Oh, you have?
He
Okay.
came down to camp. Yeah, he came down to camp.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
did. He came to the Gorilla School. He did
Is
some
he
good things,
a
man.
coach? Or he just
I think he just coaches. I think he just coaches Duggan.
And so he
He's came down a couple times. We met him a few times
because he seems like he's good with recruiting. He knows his stuff.
He helps out.
And
Yeah, he helps
I
out.
love that he promotes the show, and he really helped us get our viewership up. So that's amazing. So I'm sorry I kept you guys this long.
This was a great show, man.
That's what we
This
want.
is great.
That's what we want.
One of the best ones. Like
great show.
I forgot we was on the show for a little bit. We was just talking. You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, hey.
Well, I'm sorry.
It was like an hour in.
Yeah.
People were asking questions, man. I've never
sometimes
gotten
you gotta
questions
answer
like
them. Hey, sometimes that'll be the best show. So
hey. I wanted to, so the viewers keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys answer their questions,
right?
And I think that helps. It clarified some things. So I apologize again. We'll get to all your questions the next time. I'll be better about it. We wanted to show the kids. So for Julius Williams, Coach Jordan Harris, the two best line coaches, D-line, O-line coaches in the state of Georgia, and the Trench Mob, the best 5v5 organization. If you're an offensive or defensive lineman and you want to play college football, you better go to the Trench Mob. And you have to understand it's an investment. It's a sacrifice. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to work hard, but you're going to get coached the right way. You're going to get coached that's going to prepare you to play Division I college football. If you want to play Division I college football and you're serious, don't go anywhere else. You get your ass to the Trench Mob. You DM Julius, you DM Jordan, you DM Anthony Smith, you DM the Trench Mob on Twitter. You go to the website, battleofthetrenches.com. Get with them, and get with them early. If you really want to play, that is what I would say. So I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges and throw them back.